Reds back home for the first 4 against the Central leading St. Louis Cardinals. Winners of 7 straight. John Riedling with the first Major League start tonight. And to make him feel a little bit better, the Reds go to work in the first. Jose Guillen with a double to the right center gap. 10-game hit streak. Felipe Lopez makes it 1-zip. Then with 2 aboard, Aaron Boone looking to fall into the gap. All the way to the bullpen. Guillen and Kearns both come home. It's 3-zip. Then in the second, Juan Castro getting big, his 3rd of the year. 4's his record. 4-zip. As many as Woody Williams has given up in his last 5 games. But here come the Cards. It's 4-1 Riedling. Easy comebacker in the 5th. Throws home, and that's a little high to LaRue. Williams slides under. It's 4-2. Reds would commit 4 errors this evening. It's J.D. Drew bouncer. Easy double play, right? Not Sully fall. Lopez throw by Woody Williams. Again, makes it 4-3. Then Felix Heredia. Wild pitch. Here comes Drew, and suddenly it's all tied up at 4. Williamson gets out of the 9th inning jam, and Aaron Boone becoming a hero. Leading off the 9th, Dustin Hermanson. Just over the wall. Reds cut the Cards' lead to 4 games in the Central. 5-4 is your final.
We showed some heart again, which we've been able to do all year, and if we can keep it close, you know, we kind of have been finding ways to win it. So this is nice.
Of course, the Cardinals are on top, and if you want to win this thing, you got to go through the Cardinals. There's no question. So that puts some significance on it, but you really play the game the same way every day, and you know, it's important. This was big for us, no question.
Barry Larkin is back. Shortstop Barry Larkin calf. Okay, so he's activated, but Bob Boone keeps him out of the lineup to be safe, which seems a little odd. Ryan Friel sent down. The Reds looking to pick up another game on the division-leading Cards. Out at Great American, Tom Coase had trouble against his former mates. 2 out for Austin Kearns in the first. Drilled to dead center. Make it 10 on the year. Reds lead 3-zip after 1. Defense better tonight. Sean Casey over the tarp. Nice play. But you can't catch this one. Jeff Austin's high fastball ripped by Edgar Renteria. It's caught, but fans don't really count. 3-2 game. In the 5th, Jose Guillen continues on his tear. Single left. Juan Castro comes home. 4-2 Reds lead just like last night. And just like last night, the lead disappears. Albert Pujols finds a juicy one, takes Gabe White deep. Runner on, tied at 4. Bases loaded, bottom 8. Adam Dunn, 2-0. He's swinging. Why? Pops it into shallow left. Eli Marrero squeezes it. Dunn not pleased. That's even more bothersome when J.D. Drew comes up as a pinch hitter and unloads off Chris Rietsma. Top 9. Just reach out job. Cards up 5-4. Bottom 9. Runner on. And Barry Larkin pinch hitting for his first at bat off the DL. You got to be kidding me. The Reds' 9th win in their final at bat. That leads the major leagues. Reds win 6-5.
I saw Skip looking down at me earlier in the game. A couple of situations I thought he may do a double switch, something like that, but he decided to, I guess he knew what was going to happen in the 9th inning, so he kind of waited to put me in the game. But, you know, it's a different role for me, you know, trying to come off the bench and do something like that. I haven't seen live pitching in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, so it was a lucky shot tonight.
Bob Boone made another decision Tuesday. John Riedling's performance last night earned him at least 1 more start. He will pitch Saturday against Milwaukee, which means Chris Rietsma, as he was tonight, will be in the bullpen. On the board tonight, Spos over the Padres. Bonds hits his...
Now, Sports Director Brad Johansson with the stories behind the scores.
Evening, everyone. Ryan Dempster going to miss his Friday start with an inflamed nerve in his neck, so Chris Rietsma gets the nod. And Jimmy Haynes, he's going to start for AAA Louisville tomorrow as he rehabs that sore back. Tonight, it's Danny Graves' turn to take the mound, looking to make it 3 in a row over the Cards. Junior getting busy behind the camera. Took some balls in the outfield. He could be about 2 weeks away. Bottom 2, Jason Sementachi to Aaron Boone. Goodbye. Solo shot. Booney 7th. 1-0 Reds. 4th inning, Booney causing problems on the base pass. Wild pickoff throw. Sails down the line. He'll hustle all the way to 3rd, and that would be big. You ask me why? 2 batters later, Jason LaRue with a dribbler. Edgar Renteria can't make the bare hand play. Booney scores. That's why. 2-0. Danny Graves with his 11th straight scoreless inning. Oh, okay, so much for that. Scott Rowland abuses the hanger. Graves, career high 7 2/3, 2-1. Bottom 6. Boone gets hit. Adam Dunn says, hit this, Jason. 2-run large one, 4-1. It's 4-2. Danny Graves leaves with runners on the corners for Kent Merker to face Jim Edmonds, waving goodbye, Jimmy. Gravy loves it. Williamson will finish things up in the 9th as the Reds win their 3rd straight for the first time all year, dropping the Cards out of first place. 4-2 the final.
You know, it was a nice win. I mean, came out there and got after it again. You know, it's a game you want to win, and you know, we're playing better. We're getting better all the time. And
coming up to the start, I just want to keep the team in the game. Try to give a lot of innings to save the bullpen. The last couple of nights, the bullpen's been working a little bit, so did what I could out there.
Now, Sports Director Brad Johansson with the stories behind the scores.
Evening, everyone. The Reds began the week 5 games under 500, 5 games out of first, facing the Central leaders on a 7-game win streak. We know how 4 days can change the way fickle fans feel about their team. Today, the Reds capped an improbable 4-game sweep of the Cardinals, taking out a Great American. Great day to paint your body with letters, but Paul Wilson was not painting the corners. Albert Pujols with a man on in the first. That's the 9th large one he's given up in 35 innings, 2-0 Cards. They get another before Casey at the bat. Ripping his 5th dinger of the year, 3-1. Take you to the 2nd, Aaron Boone leading off. If that's fair, that's gone. That's fair, that's gone. His 8th of the year, 3-2 in the 3rd. Austin Kearns down the line. That's a 2-bagger. Barry Larkin will come home. We're all even at 3. Cards go back up in the 6th. J.D. Drew, base knockoff Sullivan. Oops. 5-3 Cards. Bottom of the 6th. Boone's leading off again. Gone. Same spot to left. Just a few rows higher. It's 5-4. 6th inning. A big one. Reggie Taylor calls his own bunt with 2 strikes. Adam Dunn scores. We're tied at 5. Reds bat around in the 6th. Jose Guillen up the middle. Edgar Renteria bobbles. Guillen will beat it out. Stinnett makes it 6-5. Then Sean Casey doing it again. Barry Larkin will come home. It's now 7-5. Aaron Boone's leading off the 7th. Give me a break. 3rd leadoff solo shot of the game. 7 for 14. 5 homers, 7 RBI in the series. 4-game sweep. 2.5 out of first. 8-6 your final.
If I get it down, I'm a hero. If I don't, I'm the biggest idiot in Cincinnati. So I was just taking a chance, and unfortunately, it worked out for me.
You know, it's getting fun here now. We're starting to play better. We keep getting better, but it's time to turn the page and get ready for Milwaukee tomorrow.
Then we got another series. We got to start tomorrow. You know, we got Milwaukee. They're playing pretty well as well. So, you know, it's a marathon, and we got to continue the way we've been playing. Get some execution, shore up some things here and there, but all in all, we keep doing what we're doing as a team. I think we'll be fine.